Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to JP Air. Today I wanted to take a flight from a maybe not as well known airline called Cape Air. If you're in the US then maybe you do, and especially if you're on the East Coast in that New England area then maybe you've already been on a Cape Air flight. I've recently been pretty interested in these sort of short hop flights and have been doing a bunch of Cape Air flights across the northeast of the US. The airports they fly to are usually more regional holiday destinations or lesser served airports than the usuals you may have heard of in the area, such as JFK or LaGuardia or Newark, although this does mean you get to fly into some really interesting sceneries and on some low level routes to best enjoy the view. Cape Air uses a mixture of the Cessna 402 Charlie and the newer Tecnam P2012 aircraft, as well as a few islanders in the Caribbean, but today we are taking out the Cessna 414 Chancellor, as it's about as close to a 402 as you can get in MSFS. Today we are flying from Boston Logan International Airport, that's Cape Air's main hub airport, down to Nantucket Islands just off of Cape Cod and the Massachusetts coast. I hope you enjoy this video, and as always please feel free to like and or subscribe. If these sorts of videos or sorts of flights interest you, please let me know down in the comments, or if you've ever flown on one of these flights, or if you want to let me know where you'd like me to go next. I'll be doing a few more of these flights in the future as well, but for now sit back, relax and enjoy the flight. Right, they're all in. Cargo is loaded as you can see here on the EFB. Each person's got a bit of cargo, so we're looking at 6 passengers today in the back of this Chancellor. And in terms of fuel, we need 192 litres, looking about quarter full tanks left and right. Centre of gravity is below that 30% limit or the aft limit, so we're all good there. We can start ourselves up. So we can start this plane. Battery is on. Get some lights on. Need nav lights for now. Avionics bus can come on. We'll start one of the engines up to start with, just to get ourselves some power through the alternators. Put in the flight plan, then we're off and good to go. Get that done now. Right, we've got both the engines started left and right as you can see, and I think we are ready for taxi. Looking at our before taxi checklist. Avionics are on and set. We have our flight plan loaded here onto the Garmin on the right hand side. Map is loaded here on the left hand side. Just a quick look, you can see we're heading out on the Logan for departure out of Boston on runway 22 right up to 420 feet. Left towards Mansec, and from there we'll be taken direct over to Plymouth, I believe is the name of that airport, over to Hyannis on the coast here, and then continuing out towards the ILS for Nantucket, which we'll put in later once we're a bit closer. We can taxi ourselves out from here. Right, so avionics are on and set. We've just had a look through. Brake check we can do on the way out. Flight instruments have been checked. They are free and connected. You can see rudders as well. All good. Throttle up to 1700 RPM. There we go. Left and right flow lights have gone off. The alternators, vacuum system, magnetic propeller, blah 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 blah. All instruments are in the green. You can see here, left to right, all looking good. All checked and back down to 1000. Down to 1000. Before taxi checklist is complete. We'll get the before takeoff checklist ready in the meantime. Pitot heats, stall and vent heat can come on. Taxi lights are on. Anti-collisions will come on when we get as close to the runway. That's the strobe lights essentially. Cabin heat. Do we have a cabin temperature in here? I thought we did. I'll just keep on looking around. Maybe we do. I'll keep looking. Anyway, but now that's all good. So we can release the parking brakes and off we go. Just a short of runway 22 right at November now. We'll do our before takeoff checklist. So fuel quantity has been checked already and the main tanks are selected. The emergency crossfeed shut off, check open. That is all open, it's all pushed down and whatnot in there. Cowl flaps are open, or are they closed? All to close, they are now open. There we go. Trim tab is set for takeoff already. Wing flaps will set up. In fact, we may want them down by one just for a bit of extra lift out of here. Prop sync is off. Flight entrance and avionics are set. Lights are as required. We have our landing lights and collision lights set already. Pressurization is set. Let's see, the panel is clear. Auxiliary fuel pumps to high. Flight control has been checked. After protection, we do not need it. Seatbelts are sorted. Landing light is checked. Power set for takeoff. We'll do that once we're there. And mixture check for flow once we're ready. Cool. We are ready to enter the runway. Give VATSIM a call and in we go. Cautious as I say that, there is an American Airlines here on VATSIM landing. Runway 22 left, we'll line up as he goes past. Boston traffic, Cape Air 5041, lining up runway 22 right, Boston traffic. Boston traffic, Cape Air 5041, taking off runway 22 right, Boston traffic. On this heading until we're over the bay and then we'll turn left. Get that out of the way. There we go. Boston traffic, Cape Air 5041, airborne passing through 600 feet. We have a traffic warning for that. Just landed 737 below us, but that is all fine. We're up high enough now, I think we'll do our left-hand turn over the bay. I'm going straight to Plymouth. Chart, see what we're looking at. So we took off from Boston over here on the Logan 4 departure, just a straight out departure out of Boston. We're now following our way down this direct overhead Plymouth Municipal Airport. From there, we're taking a 140 heading towards Hyannis, the Cape Cod Gateway Airport, just to avoid the Falmouth, Delta and Echo. From there, from Hyannis, we'll head off southeast to intercept the initial approach fix here at Abuba for the ILS, if I remember, 24, there we go, yeah, the ILS 24 into Nantucket. Descent now down towards this Abu Bay waypoint, the initial approach fix for the ILS 24. We'll go through our descent checklist real quick. So our pressurization, if I move that out of the way, is already set, so we're at sea level. That is fine. Main tanks are already selected. Mixtures are set to 1350 minimum. Yep, right on point. Altimeter set, so we need to drop this down to 1001 is our altimeter for landing at Nantucket today. Avionics, the approach is loaded, we're just doing a heading intercept to Abu Bay. In fact, we can bring that back up a little bit. And the radar altimeter is set for 247. Perfect, descent checklist complete. We'll do a before landing checklist once we are on the ILS approach. Capture the localizer for the ILS 24, once that's in and glide slope is alive. We'll do a flight sim call out to let them know we're on our way in. There is another VFR aircraft, I believe, flying this way, so we'll let them know that we're on our way in. There we go, all nice and lined up with the runway now. Nantucket traffic, Cape Air 5041, establish ILS 24 Nantucket traffic. So before landing checklist, auxiliary fuel pumps are in low still. Gear position lights, they'll be green as we come down. Still up for now. Lights up's alive. Lights are on. Wing flaps will get down. Just adjust our mixture and whatnot. Get ourselves slowed down. Prop sync is off. Propellers checked. AC cabin heat, don't need it. Continue our way down, just try and pull to the RPM as much as I can to get the speed down. Coming down, flapped as well. And landing flaps. This plane will take over from the autopilot. Nantucket traffic, Cape Air 5041, final, runway 24, Nantucket traffic. Passing through minimums. Landing on this one, that's for sure. And braking. Let's set off to the right here. And Nantucket traffic. Cape Air 5041 has exited runway 24 at Delta. Nantucket traffic. Let's taxi ourselves back into the ramp. And there we go, everybody. Welcome to Nantucket. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Once again, a bit of a different one this time, but a great scenic flight indeed. Thank you very much, as always, for coming along. We'll do a few more of these, hopping between these regional airports in the northeast US, and then ending up back in Boston on the final leg. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you did, and feel free as always to drop a like and subscribe. Until next time, I hope you all have a great week. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.